Hi everyone and welcome. Welcome to this free training segment of the Happiness Formula Bootcamp, courtesy of the Transformation Summit 2016. I'm Diane King, your life coach, creative therapist, poet and author of the Happiness Formula. Proven methods for dissolving pain into joy. Well, a little bit about me. I was born in Jamaica and I'm living in the UK now for over 25 years with my family. I invite you to share this journey to rediscovering some pearls of wisdom and strategies for cultivating a positive mindset, which is an integral part of the happiness formula. This particular boot camp will entail a presentation. So let me share that with you now, screen-wise. Yes, screen-wise. I would like to share with you in this particular boot camp. And here we go. Yes, so let me make myself a little bit smaller and out of the way as we prepare ourselves. I would urge you to get some pens and paper, get yourself comfortable as well with your laptop, and eliminate as much of the external distractions as you possibly can. As we begin now, so again, welcome to this free teaching segment of the Happiness Formula Bootcamp, courtesy of the World Transformation Summit 2016. So, what will I be covering today? Well, as we are now ready, I shall make myself obscure, and we are covering thought patterns, type of thoughts, still in the mind, how do we do this, as well as how we can cultivate and sustain happy thoughts. Wouldn't that be lovely? Are you ready? Well, be prepared to journey into the ethereal realms of energy. Everything is energy. That's the first thing you need to remind yourself. And that's all there is to it. Energy. Everything is energy. So, what will I be looking at first? Thought patterns. What are thought patterns, you may ask yourself? Thought patterns are neurological energy circuits. Our brain is made up of intricate patterns of neurological energy circuits, or pathways through which messages travel between regions of the brain and throughout the rest of the human body. Did you know? Did you actually know that thought is a force, a manifestation of energy, having a magnetic impact like the power of attraction or even repulsion? You know, when you feel a vibe, you can feel a good vibe or a bad vibe. A thought pattern in the English language is a noun, which means a habit of thinking in a particular way or making certain assumptions, usually positive or negative. Do you know that research into thought patterns they indicate some serious statistics here about thought. One, that we have at least approximately 70,000 plus thoughts a day. Well, if that be the case, then let us examine for a moment the type of thoughts that we may be having and how these thoughts may be making us feel. Because thoughts do have an impact on the body, on the mind, and the soul. Yes, it certainly does. Neurological energy circuits. Over 70,000 of them thoughts a day. How does this impact? Well, first let's look at the type of thoughts that could be impacting on our body, our mind, and our soul. These include the types of thoughts that I can think of. The first one is waste thoughts. Do you know that thoughts are like seeds producing positive or negative results depending on how it is nurtured? Do you know that? We are influenced by external factors, the media, family, our education. All of these impact on our thought patterns and the type of thoughts we have. It is said that many of us spend the majority of our time, that is perhaps 40% of our time, thinking about the past, replaying things that we cannot change, worrying unnecessarily about X, Y, and Z, and living with regret. Self-blame with negative self-talk, which robs us of vital healing energy frequencies. That's the nature of wasteful thoughts. There's also ordinary thoughts. What am I going to cook today? Where did I put my keys? Did I do enough shopping? Studies indicate that most people spend around 30% of their time thinking about the future and about 40% on the past. Wow. And 20% in the here and now, with about 10% not thinking at all. So let us now examine some more of these types of thoughts, such as negative thoughts. There's just so much of that around. Everywhere we turn, every day, are negative thoughts bombarding us. And also competing for dominion over our positive thoughts. So what I'd like you to do now is examine your own thought, your habits, and see if a pattern is emerging, and if any of your thought patterns need adjusting. You can spend some time and do the following activity in your own time. Make a list of your waste thoughts, your ordinary thoughts, your negative thoughts, and your positive thoughts, and see what pattern is emerging and if any of your thought pattern need adjusting. Why? Well, Napoleon Hill says that thoughts which are mixed with any of the feelings of emotions constitute a magnetic force which attracts from the vibrations of the ether other similar or related thoughts. A thought thus magnetized with emotion may be compared to a seed, which when planted in fertile soil germinates, grows, and multiplies itself over and over again, until that which was originally one small seed becomes countless millions of seeds of the same brand. So says Napoleon Hill. So, how does our thought affect our vibration? There are many clips on YouTube that you can link on to explore this phenomena of thought impact on vibration further. The most potent form of energy is thought, because thought waves are cosmic waves penetrating all time and space. We need to be mindful then of our powerful thoughts. Each soul carries with it a personal energy that manifests itself through our thoughts, our words, our beliefs, and our actions. So let us hear from this very brief clip on how our thoughts affect our vibration.
How our thoughts affect our vibrations. Everything is energy. Everything we can see, hear, touch, taste, and smell is made of different wavelengths vibrating at different frequencies. Our brain is like a translator that has the ability to interpret these frequencies into what we perceive to be our physical reality. So we interpret an energy cluster as a chair or a tree or another person. We perceive them as physical or solid, but break them down to their smallest particles and they're all just energy. There are non-physical energies as well, of course. Our thoughts, for example, are just different vibrations. Every time you think a thought, you send out that thought's specific vibration. If a thought makes you feel good, if it's a positive thought, it's vibrating at a higher frequency. If a thought makes you feel bad, if it's a negative thought, it's vibrating at a lower frequency. So, I hate you has a much lower frequency than I love you, for example. The more focus you give to a thought, the more thoughts of the same vibration will join it. This is the law of attraction in action. Like attracts like. As the vibration grows, it becomes stronger, more stable, more able to attract other equal frequencies. The more attention you pay to a subject, the easier it becomes to think about it, and the more evidence you'll see in your world supporting your thoughts about it. If you think the world is a terrible place and spend a lot of time watching negative news, looking for horrible and sad stories in the paper, and spending hours talking to others about how the world is going downhill, more stories supporting this worldview will literally find you. Whenever you meet someone who thinks the world is a wonderful place, they're probably going to annoy you. The energy of their thoughts is completely foreign to you. The thoughts you think form a collective vibration. Some of your thoughts are more negative and some are more positive, but the majority of your thoughts are going to be in pretty much the same range. If you think predominantly positive thoughts, your overall vibration is going to be higher than if you think predominantly negative thoughts. And this collective vibration will affect what thoughts or vibrations you have access to. If you're a predominantly negative person, you'll have a very hard time thinking a cheery, sunshiny, happy puppy thought. It's not impossible, but it's very difficult. So, are we then merely a collection of our thoughts? Not really, no. Who we are is pure, positive energy. Our natural state is one of high vibration. So, if you have no thoughts, as in a state of meditation, you'll naturally return to that high frequency. Any thought which deviates from this high vibration, however, will have the effect of bringing your overall vibration down. The thing to remember, though, is that we have the ability to deliberately choose which thoughts we think. We don't have to be at the mercy of our thoughts, letting them determine our collective vibrations. We can change our energies at any time. There are many ways to raise your vibration, and you can work your way up the emotional scale one issue at a time. But the most important thing to remember is that you have the power to choose your thoughts, and therefore you have the power to change your vibration and how you feel. Make a commitment to yourself today that you'll no longer put up with not feeling good, not being who you really are. Reclaim your power and deliberately choose to feel the way you were always meant to, because you are supposed to feel good. It's your natural state. All you have to do is allow yourself to return to it.
That's right. I'm allowing myself to return to a state of awareness of my thought energy. What about you? As we prepare now to delve deeper, really, into the power of thought. How powerful is your thought? Powerful indeed. So we need to watch our thoughts because they become words. Watch your words because your words then become your actions. Watch your actions. They become your habits. And we need to watch our habits because they become our character. And if that be the case, we then need to watch our characters because it becomes our destiny. We acknowledge that thoughts are energy and they are real and they have power. The cells in our body, they often react to everything that our mind says. Negativity has a tendency of bringing down our immune system. So the aim of this session is to enable you to cultivate a more relaxed and calmer mind, allowing you to release yourself from the chronic state of busyness and the excessive state of thinking, so that you may positively benefit in all ways for mind, body, and spiritual soul, wealth, and health. Firstly, let us understand and understand that the mental personality is made up of the conscious and subconscious mind. Sometimes our thoughts can build up so much into constant mind chatter to analyze and over-evaluate things and constantly replaying certain life events over and over again. When this happens to us, it can feel like we are becoming trapped into a spiral of unhelpful mental activity that can often lead to anxiety and even depression. Thankfully, though, there are solutions to tackling these habits as we explore the possibilities of the universe that is ready, willing, and able to serve us. Next, let us explore that construct of the mental personality, the conscious and subconscious mind. What exactly is it? Our mind is made up of these aspects. There's the body, there's the inner world, there's the external world, where we're aware of our conscious mind. And at the back of our mind is this subconscious element, this subconscious aspect of who we are. Let's for a moment consider our minds to be like a computer. It is open to the public, allowing others to place information on it, maybe in the form of media. Yes, as I share with you in this moment in time, the possibilities of the mind. This mind of ours, let's consider it for a moment. It's like a computer. Some of the information that we receive in our computer is empowering and will assist us as we move towards the things we want in life. Then there are, unfortunately, the viruses. These are the things that slow down our computer. However, the good news is we have the ability to delete, to add, to rewrite all of this kind of data. Yes, or even shared data. You know, we just have to look at our life. And if you don't have peace of mind, balanced thoughts, and if you're feeling stressed about your life day in, day out, then guess what? They reckon that the data has a virus. If you're attracting the things you want, where your life is aligned in harmony with positive energy, and your reality is your dream, well, then your computer is fine-tuned. Looking closer now at the browser of your computer, what are you thinking about at this particular moment? Well, this will bring up the files in your mind relating to that subject. The subject in your browser is the conscious mind. Why? Because it is what you are consciously thinking about. It is a subject you are focused on at the moment. Everything else is unconscious, subconscious. Why? Because it is not what you're thinking about, and it is not in the browser. It is submerged deep within your memory bank. For example, let us look at relationships on your computer. Everything else that is playing in the background that you don't see is not there to sabotage. No, if you don't see it, well, the other information is stored on the computer and is unconscious. For this particular illustration, if you switch subjects, for example, and pull up money, then it will become what you are focused on, and the files about money will pop up. Everything else, including relationships that you were thinking about previously, are now in the subconscious arena. Well, everything that is stored in your unconscious mind was put there by your conscious mind. So says Esther Hicks. So don't fall into the trap of thinking your mind is attacking your thoughts. No, it is not. It is just full of files that were programmed into you. And you get to decide on what to use or not to use. Because why? You are in control. So, if you're in control, then how do we manage to have a bug-free mind? Well, in my journey, I also subscribe to other personal development coaches like Andy Shaw, the creator of A Bug-Free Mind Success Secrets, who suggests I share in one of his free home study program module on achieving harmony. And this is what he says.
Freedom equals happiness. Happiness equals freedom. Nothing can bring you happiness but yourself. Ralph Waldo Emerson. The primary reason that everyone gets involved in the world of personal development is they are looking for freedom. Freedom from having to work, freedom from money worries. However, they do not realise that freedom has to be created from a state of freedom in the first place. The beginning of freedom is a realisation that you are not the person thinking inside your head. You have given control of your thoughts over to your ego, who is far less capable of knowing what you desire and what to do. Your ego is not capable of any ideas at all. And all of your ego's experiences come from the past. The moment you start watching yourself, observing your ego, then a higher level of consciousness becomes activated in you. You then slowly begin to realise that all the things that which truly matter are beauty, love, joy, and inner peace, all of which arise from your mind. This is when you begin to awaken, and you begin the journey towards your freedom. When you finally manage to control your mind using the techniques I've provided for you, and you're finally able to switch your mind off and experience no mind, then you are, for the first time since childhood, free.
Yes, free. Free to experience mind and body light consciousness. And how do we achieve this state of being? Well, first we must begin to remember that the forces of the universe is always ready, willing, and able to serve us according to one's energy frequency. Yet many people have forgotten about their ability to align, yes, to align energetically with the universe of stillness, this universal energetic frequency that we are all bathed in, around us, within us. It enables us to explore this inner verse of peace and stillness, giving us an opportunity, really, to practice stillness, for example, through meditation, as a means of mind mastery and pain relief. It is the means of mastering the domain of thought and mind, and of course, for manifesting healing intentions. And with that being said, let us now take this opportunity to practice and exercise into mindfulness meditation. Taking a moment now as we pause. The practice of mindfulness meditation. This is a simple mind stilling technique that I am about to share, and you will find that we can powerfully train our everyday conscious mind to automatically move towards more productive thoughts and comfortably felt art of detachment. As we get comfortable now, sit back and take a deep breath with me on this sample exercise. Once you have found your most comfortable position, next I'd like you to focus on this, a focal point of light color circle, and detach yourself from all external stimulus. And also turn off any distractions as you begin to observe your thoughts. Focus your attention on the central point and breathe in deeply and exhale slowly on the count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Repeat twice. 4, 3, 2, 1. Whilst concentrating on the flow of your breath and the rise and fall of your diaphragm. Notice as your mind begins to slow down and allow calmness to wash over you. As we prepare to go deeper into our subconscious realms to remove all limiting beliefs, worries of the past, or concerns about the future. All we have is this moment now. And all I want us to have is a peaceful and happy mind, body, and soul. As we remind ourselves of our infiniteness, back into the here and now, you take another deep breath and release all negative tension. Anywhere you might be feeling any form of discomfort, just allow it to melt away. As we remind ourselves that I am made of energy and I will always exist as energy. Whatever happens in this life, it is a vehicle to move me along, not a beginning or an end, no matter what the ego tells me, no matter what the body feels. Those are merely experiences that I need to feel to achieve what I came here to do, be, and experience. On some level, I already know everything that needs to be known. I don't remember it all right now because it would prevent me from the experience of the here and now. So when I seek my truth, it will become clearer to me, and there is nothing to fear. There is infinite love here, and all that is glows divinely from within me. And you, can you feel it? This energy, this frequency. And now, as I share with you strategies for cultivating happy thoughts, includes: if we think positively, sound becomes music, movement becomes a dance, smile becomes a laughter, mind becomes still in meditation, and life becomes a celebration. So let us celebrate some peace as we practice being mindful of our inner vibration. Yes, and that brings us nicely to the conclusion. I want to thank you, really thank you, from the depth of my heart for participating in this free Cultivating a Positive Mindset Bootcamp. And I trust you've enjoyed that particular journey that we took together. This is the Positive Mindset Bootcamp, courtesy of the World Transformation Summit 2016. And I'm honored and glad that you were able to participate with me, yours truly, Diane King, author of The Happiness Formula. So happy that you were able to participate in this free teaching segment of The Happiness Formula. And I'm really looking forward to engaging with you again in the near future. In the meantime, please do enjoy practicing, and if you wish to explore more peaceful pathways to a happy destination, please feel free to send your contact details to me, Diane King, at dynamiccaresolution1@gmail.com. Yes, because in the meantime, between time, I want you to enjoy your journey, your particular journey, your vibrational journey to happiness, with support from the practice activities found in the Soul You Taking Action for Happiness Solutions Toolkit, some of which are outlined in my best-selling book, The Happiness Formula, with its proven methods for dissolving pain into joy. Feel free to link me on Facebook, Diane A. King, and stay tuned for more updates on the summit and beyond at www.worldtransformationsummit. Thank you again, and much love and peace, joy, and happiness goes out to each and every one of you who participated in this boot camp with me. Thank you again. Thank you ever so much for keeping it real as we cultivate now and in the future positive mindsets for a better world, beginning with your inner world first and foremost. Thank you.